Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for day 23 of our 30-day New Year to Love You challenge. Now, today is another fabulous Love Your Body Pilates class. It's a full body Pilates class. We're going to work out pretty much everything. We're going to start with a little bit of our lower body, kind of turning on our glutes, our hamstrings. That spot in our body often kind of we think about in more of an aesthetic way often, but really know that having strong hips, strong glutes means that we're protecting those joints. We're helping ourselves balance. We're helping ourselves feel stronger in our hips, knees, ankles, all of those places that do so much work for us simply walking around each and every day. So, as you work your way through this class with me, know you're doing such good things for your body, no matter if you do the entire class or you take little breaks. Roll out your mat and let's get started. We're actually going to start lying on our side, and I want you to bend your knees and make sure that your heels, hips, and shoulders are all in one line. We can actually totally recline on our side right now and just kind of let yourself sink. And if it feels better to elongate the arm or to bend it like I have, it is totally fine either way. Now let's start for a second and just bring your hand to your hip. Do you notice that your hips maybe are not totally stacked one on top of the other? If we're lightly leaning back here, it's not quite ideal. If you know you have a habit of always leaning back when we do side lying work, you can lie closer to the wall, not quite at it, but if you lie close enough, then when you do kind of lean back, if you hit the wall, you've realized, oh no, I have lost my alignment. I need to restack the hips. So imagine a little string attached right at the top of your hip or kind of at the widest section of your thigh, and it's like it's pulling it straight up to the sky, so we're keeping one hip on top of the other. At the same time, imagine that that belt that I usually talk about is around the small of your waist, that I just came up next to you, looped my finger underneath it, and pulled you up and away. The idea is you almost want to create space between your side body and the mat. That might not actually happen, but that feeling of pulling your oblique muscles, your side belly muscles in is what we're going for. Now do make sure that your head is just as in line. If you're I was actually kind of had my head out of alignment there for a moment. So I'm going to really reach the top of my head forward so I can keep that spine so long, so straight. Now your hand can stay on your hip if you know you have a habit of kind of leaning back, but otherwise, maybe we'll take it up to the sky, or you could of course bring it in front of you as a little kickstand. Do what works best for your body. Before we go anywhere, think about drawing the ribs together, lifting light, nice and long from shoulder to shoulder. Even if your hand isn't up to the sky, that's okay. Take a great big inhale. Tone the belly, turn on the glutes, lift the foot up, just so your leg is about hip distance up. Toe can be pointed, flexed, or soft, totally fine either way, but let's start by just slowly reaching it nice and far away from us. Exhale, pull it back in line with your other thigh, so not super high. Inhale, little straighten. Exhale, tone the tummy, pull it back. 3 more, inhale, little straighten. Exhale, bring it right back in. Inhale, little straighten. Exhale, right back in. Last one, little straighten, stay. Now really reach that foot so far away. Did you lose that kind of alignment of the hips? Did our hip kind of lean back? Make sure they're both stacking one still on top of the other. Take a great big breath. Big sigh out. Slowly pull the legs back together, set the knee down, and then from here all I want us to do is keep our toes touching, a little rotation from our hip, and then a little close of the leg. Rotate, open the knee up, inhale, close it back. Exhale, cinch the waist, lift, inhale, let it go. 2 more, little rotate, little release. Last one, little rotate, pause. Imagine a little string attached to your knee. Make sure there's that space along your side belly. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, that knee is pulled by the string and you pick it up, and then you set it right back down. Exhale, tone the belly, pick it up. Inhale, set it right back down. 3 more, little lift. Inhale, little lower. Little lift. Inhale, little lower. Last one, little lift, pause. Did your side belly kind of sink into the mat? Pull up. That little belt is still pulling your side belly up and in. And then from here, can we elongate the leg, reaching that toe so far, so straight. Reach, reach, reach that foot. And then let's just a couple of times flex and point. As you flex and point, really think of reaching the heel further away, toning the tummy, pulling that belly button up and in, reaching long and release. Extend and stretch. Last one, extend, pull. Take a great big breath and let it go. Go ahead and swivel to the other side. Let yourself lie down. And just like we did on the other side, heels, hips, shoulders in one line, head as well. Side belly pulls up. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Take the hand wherever feels best for your body. Totally fine. As you feel ready, lift the foot and then inhale, straighten and lengthen. Exhale, pull it back up to about the same spot as your other thigh. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull it back. 3 more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull it back. Last one, straighten. Pause for a moment here. Reach that toe further away. Really lift your side belly up and turn on the place where your thigh and your glute connect. Slowly bring it back in, set the leg down, and then rotate from your inner thigh, and then bring the legs back together. Turn on the thought as you rotate. Release as you bring it back. The whole while here, that side belly should be pulling up from the mat. We should have a beautiful long spine. That hand can, of course, be on your hip, on the ground, or up to the sky like mine is. Whatever works better for your body right now is a-okay. Once or twice more, go ahead, rotate and pause. Hold it there. Stack those hips. Make sure you haven't let your hip kind of lean back or your shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, pick up the knee. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, tone the tummy, pick up the knee. Inhale, drop it down. 3 more, little lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more, little lift. Inhale, lower. Last one, little lift, pause. Elongate the leg, stretch it out, turn on all the muscles in the leg. Reach, 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 reach that toe so far away. Take a great big full inhale. And then let it go. Go ahead and roll onto your tummy just for a moment. We won't be here too long. And for just a second, lie flat for a second. Reach the fingertips nice and long. Actively press down into the ground with both of your palms. Think of hollowing the armpit. Think of pressing the pubic bone down. Pressing the tops of the feet down. Pull the belly button up and in. Squeeze the thought a little bit more. Press deeper into your left foot. Take a big inhale. Exhale, reach the right foot up. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, lift the left foot up. Inhale, drop it down. Go side to side, and as you lift and lower each foot, notice if the weight in your hips, in your pelvic bowl area, kind of sway side to side, or is it staying so even? Notice as well, have you lost engagement in your upper body? We want to keep those arms working too. Shoulders down, neck long. Excellent job. Now, the next time that you go to lift up your right foot, keep it there. Pause for a moment, press down into the pubic bone. Think of me pulling your ears forward so that spine is so long, so straight. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift the foot up. Inhale, drop the foot down. Exhale, little lift of the heel. Inhale, little lower. If you need to drop the foot entirely rather than keeping it hovering like mine is, that is always okay. Do what works for your body. 3 more, little lift. Little lower. 2 more, little lift. Little lower. Last one, little lift, pause. Point that toe further away. Press down into the pubic bone. Tone the tummy. That belt got 1 notch tighter. Little pulses of our heel up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Repeat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, set it down. If you need to relax, that's okay. If you can actively press that foot down, keeping the body engaged, that is wonderful as well. Big deep inhale. When you're ready, exhale, lift the left foot up. Hold there for a moment. Press down into the hands, soften the neck. Your head can actually relax all the way down into the ground if that helps your neck. Mine is up because simply the microphone would get smashed into the floor. So I can't at all, but you absolutely can. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift up a few inches. Inhale, drop a few inches. Exhale, little lift. Inhale, little lower. Now, even while we're here, I want you to think of cinching the waist, pulling the belly button away from the ground. Beautiful job. 3 more times up. Drop it down. 2 more up. Drop it down. Last one up, pause. It's not about how high the leg is lifted. It is, though, about engaging the whole leg. Turning on each and every muscle, pointing that toe, reaching it so far away. Little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Set it down. Bend the knees. A little windshield wiper side to side. No hurry, no rush. Relax the feet down. Press back into a child's pose if that feels good in your body. You could always skip it if it's not in the cards today. That's okay. Rise back up to your hands and your knees, and let's find a little cat and cow. And this can be a traditional cat and cow, or of course it could be a little bit of a circle or a little wag of the tail. Now I have no idea. I don't think you probably could have heard this on the mic, but both my hips just popped there. So if there was a pop in the mic or in the sound, that's probably what it was. Just my body making noise. Pops are okay, as long as they don't hurt, or at least that's what I've been told by physical therapists and doctors. Go ahead and circle the shoulders around a little bit. Just give yourself some mobility. What feels good to you right now? Maybe find a nice easy tabletop, reach the head further away, take a big inhale, and simply let the head drop down. If you feel like you've got a double chin, that's okay. I do right now too. And then from here, reach the top of the head forward. Now, all I want you to do is take your left toe and point it away from your body while we reach our right leg away from us. We're going to stack the hands all the way up. So we're in a little modified side plank, a little gate pose. You can call it really whatever you like, but this is the position we're in. Every so often, some of my friends prefer to keep their toe pointed towards their body. I actually find that much more challenging to balance. Having it pointing away from me gives me a better kickstand feeling, but you can always accommodate your body however feels best. Now from here, really lift that side belly up. It's still like I've looped my finger underneath that little belt and I'm pulling up. Now, from here, extend the hand up to the sky. If we need to support our head and our hand, that's okay. Do what works for you. Take a big inhale. Exhale, turn on your thud. Another big inhale. Exhale, lift the foot up. Inhale, drop the foot down. Exhale, lift the foot up. Inhale, drop the foot down. 3 more, lift up, lower down. 2 more, lift up, lower down. Last one, lift up, pause. Point the toe, reach that foot so far away. Take a great, big, full inhale. Big, deep breath out. And then set the hand and foot down. Return to your little tabletop and give yourself a little cat and cow. Now we're going to do that on the other side, and I'm going to actually turn to face the other way, so I'm still facing you when I kick my foot out. You can still face whatever direction works for you, but this time I'm going to turn my right toe away from my body, lift my left leg long, and take my left hand up to the sky. Think of cinching the waist. Think of drawing the ribs in. Imagine I'm holding your ears and I'm pulling your ears forward. You might find you need to crawl your hand a little further away from your body so you're at more of an angle. That's always okay, as long as it's not in the other direction. See how this would not be so good? Out a little further is absolutely fine. Take a big inhale. Turn on the thud. Another big breath. Lift the foot up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift up. 3 more down. Lift and pull. 2 more down. Reach it up. Last one. Lift, pause, point the toe, reach it nice and far away, hold there for a moment, maybe lift those fingertips up higher. Maybe you need to support your head and your hand to give your neck a little rest. That's okay. Do what works for you. Take a big deep inhale. And then sink back into your tabletop, gracefully or awkwardly. It's okay. Maybe do a little cat and cow immediately. Maybe circle the head and the tail. You are doing fabulous. I'm going to spin around again. Once more, starting from our tabletop, wing your left foot away, reach your right foot out, and lift up. Now I want you to actively press down into that foot that's on the floor. Think about almost toning your inner thigh, really turning on that spot there. Press down so much, it's like you're trying to remove the weight from your knee that's on the ground. Take a great big inhale. As you exhale, can you step your foot out to meet for a little side plank? Take a great big breath. Big sigh out. Another big inhale. And then set yourself all the way back down into your little tabletop. Little cat and cow. Little movement any way you like. And then we'll do that same thing to the other side. Take your right foot away from your body, reach the left out and the left hand up. Now before we go anywhere, turn on the tummy muscles. Press down into that side edge of the foot to really activate your inner thigh. When you're ready, big deep inhale. Step up to your side plank. Now, not only am I thinking about my tummy muscles kind of turning in, kind of encouraging everything deeper into the middle of my body, I'm thinking about my inner thighs almost squeezing towards one another. Take one more big full breath. Set the hands and knees down, return to your lovely little tabletop and find some cat and cow. It might even feel nice to lightly kind of press back into your child's pose and rise up. Pressing back and rising up, doing what works for you and your body. And then eventually we'll pull ourselves up. And we're going to take a seat, extending our feet out in front of us. Now, your feet can be a little bit wider if you'd prefer. I'm going to zip up my legs today. Actively flex my feet, roll my shoulders back. Imagine that you're actually sitting up against a wall and there's something nice and sturdy supporting your shoulders. Maybe even press your hands into your thighs and lift out of the waist. Soften those shoulders down the neck. Take a big inhale, reaching your hands up high. Big breath out. Inhale, rise out of your waist. Exhale, tiny hinge forward. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Flex the feet maybe a little bit more. If there's a soft bend in your knee, of course, that's always okay. Do what works for you. Take another breath. Exhale a little hinge deeper. One more inhale. Drape over the beach ball. Slowly roll yourself up. Bend the knees, scooch a little bit forward towards the edge of the mat. Maybe you did not pull your mat up with me like I just did. And all I want us to do is hands behind the thighs. Hug your thighs into your chest. Stamp your feet into the floor. Rise out of the waist. Put a smile on your face. Take a big inhale. Tip the pelvis back, find a C curve. Stomp into the floor with your feet. Are your knees winging off to the side? Could you almost, we don't want to knock them together, but think about a ball or a yoga block between your thighs and that you're hugging it. You're turning on those inner thighs. Stomp deeper into your feet and almost think about creating space to the front of your psoas. Release the hands if you feel comfortable with that. Press down into your imaginary table. Take a big inhale. Exhale, pick up your right leg. Set it down. Exhale, pick up your left leg. Set it down. One more time, right. Lower down. One more time, left. Lower down. This time, right lifts and it stays in place. Flex the foot. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, tone the tummy, pull the knee back in. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, tone the tummy, pull it back in. 3 more, reach it out. Exhale, pull it in. Last one, reach it out, pause. Reach those fingers further away. Slowly reach the back of the body deeper towards the ground. Take a great big inhale. Exhale, set the foot down. Lift the other leg up. Flex. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, push it out. Exhale, pull it in. 3 more, out. Exhale, return. 2 more. Out, exhale, return. Last one, out, pause. Reach that foot further away. Maybe reach the back of the body closer to the mat. Take a breath. Set the foot down. Slowly lower all the way to the ground with me for 5 and 4, 3 and 2, 1. Relax. Walk the feet in. Point the nose straight up to the sky. Go ahead and take your hands wherever it feels kind of pleasant and cooling to you, and lightly imprint the spine. We want to feel each and every vertebra touch the mat beneath us. Think about my little fingers touching your shoulders and helping to open up across the neck. Let's make space between chin and chest and point your teeny tiny little nose up to the sky. Palms down into the ground. Think of actively pressing the ground away as you keep those shoulders connected. Inhale, rise up. Find a nice little bridge pose. Exhale, roll right back down. Inhale, rise up. Find your bridge pose. Exhale, roll right back down. One more time, lift up. Find your bridge pose. Pause. Squeeze the thud. Turn the inner thighs on. Make space between chin and chest. Keep pressing your shoulders and your arms down into the mat, activating the whole body. Take a big, deep inhale. Roll all the way down. Reach your hands and feet away from one another. Find a great big stretch from the tip of your toes through your body out your fingertips. And then roll to one side. Push yourself all the way up to a seat. As always, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I'm so glad you joined me here for our Love Your Body Pilates class today, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for our Work It Out Wednesday.